Tonight at 9, stiff sentence. A man to spend life in prison after killing his pregnant girlfriend, and a fatal shooting inside a convenience store. How the concerning saga ended in Montgomery County courtroom.
And we had some earlier storms that have come to an end. How's the rest of the weekend shaping up? I'll have the answer for you coming up.
Welcome, World Pride, a week when millions may visit D.C. from across the globe. We're live, and how celebrations are getting underway, plus the impact to your commute. And keeping cash, from how to avoid bad guys taking advantage of you through texts to the money-saving opportunities for the whole family. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Saturday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Right to meteorologist Scott Sumner to get a check on your forecast this Saturday evening. Scott is standing by right now with a look at some of those power outages that have prolonged after some of those strong storms just yesterday, Scott.
Yeah, we had, I think it was around, upper 20s to around 30 tornado warnings yesterday. A lot of activity. Nothing like that compared today to what we had yesterday. But needless to say, there were a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that were issued earlier this afternoon, mainly in southern Maryland. But you can see some basic power outages here, whether it's in Fairfax around 300 now. That just dropped within the last couple of minutes. Around 700 in Montgomery County seems to be the biggest amount without power. And then in Howard County, about 100, and then 200 up in Carroll County, Frederick County, and 100 over towards Washington County. Right now we have clear skies. We have a 60-degree temperature. It's a pretty nice night out there. Just about 10-15 minutes ago, I saw some fireworks getting shot off there in the background. And then for tonight's overnight lows in the city will drop down to the upper 40s here before turning the corner. But we did have a decent amount of rain the last 24 hours. We're picking up around 2.5 inches out towards Arundel County, where Annapolis resides, and then here to the west of Cockeysville in Baltimore County. There we're looking further towards further west towards Carroll County, about 1.5 inches, and then anywhere around a 1/2 inch upwards to about 3/4 of an inch potentially up along the I-270 corridor. Since the rain and storms have moved out, now we've had the wind to build in, and those winds are now gusting up to 28 miles an hour here in D.C., 31 at Winchester, 32 at Kaiser, so a little bit blustery out there this evening, and that trend will continue as we go into the morning hours of your Sunday. So planning your evening tonight from 11 to midnight to 1 a.m., mostly clear to clear skies will be seen with temperatures at that point in time into the middle 50s. We'll talk more about what's in store for us for your Sunday forecast coming up in just a bit. Ben?
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Scott. New tonight, a D.C. man is wanted for murder after shooting left a woman dead in Southeast earlier this week. Now, police say they are looking for this man, 20-year-old Mercury Ford. They say he's wanted on an arrest warrant for first-degree murder while armed in connection to a shooting on Tuesday. And that's the shooting that killed Tequila Parker. MPD Chief Pamela Smith said Parker and a neighbor were involved in an ongoing dispute which escalated. A fight broke out, and shortly before the shooting, a man and woman reportedly chased Parker down the street. That's when Chief Smith says the man shot and killed Parker. Anybody with information is asked to call police. There is a reward of up to $25,000 leading to a conviction. Meantime, a man convicted of double murder in Montgomery County and the death of his girlfriend and her unborn baby. Tory Moore was just sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences. This surveillance video is what sparked this entire investigation. While police were looking into a deadly shooting of an employee at this gas station, they went to search Tory Moore's home. That's where they found his girlfriend, who was 8.5 months pregnant. She had been shot and killed. Investigators say she and her unborn baby had been dead for roughly 2 months. Last November, a jury found the 31-year-old guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder. And this case marks the first time Montgomery County was able to get a conviction for an unborn child. He was also found guilty of killing the gas station clerk, 61-year-old Ayalu Wandimu. Right, we have an update to a story we brought you last weekend concerning circumstances. 2 18-year-olds have now been arrested after human remains were found inside a burned car in Anne Arundel County. You might remember this one. Police say that Jonah Michael Poole and Kylie Alyssa Dakes are facing several charges, including first and second degree murder connected to that body found inside of that burning car last Saturday. The car was found on the 600th block of West Center Avenue in a parking lot, After the fire was put out, those human remains were found inside the passenger compartment. Police say that male victims has not been identified. Nearly 20 people are being brought back to the U.S. to face some very serious charges and for federal crimes that date back decades, including right here at home. They include a 45-year-old man from Mexico. He's accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend in Prince George's County, Maryland, back in 2014. Plus, a man from Guatemala who's accused of being a prolific drug dealer. The FBI says he brought 5 kilos of cocaine to sell in D.C. There's also a man from the country of Georgia accused of plotting a mass killing in New York, and a 33-year-old from Kosovo. Federal officials say he's wanted for online crimes. All right, time is 9:06. A new grant program in Maryland is set to help federal workers who've recently lost their jobs and also to tackle the teacher shortage in the state. Our Kevon Dupree has more on the $1 million going to places like Montgomery College to get people to the front of the class.
The Maryland Higher Education Commission will provide $1 million to colleges and universities. Montgomery College will receive $100,000 that will go to its Feds to Eds teaching program. Maryland Governor Wes Moore announcing a $1 million grant for 11 colleges and universities. The money meant to help displaced federal workers transition into teaching. Moore made the announcement Tuesday at Montgomery College's Rockville campus. Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich was there.
The goal is pretty straightforward and it's pretty smart. Take people who've been displaced by recent federal job cuts and help them become teachers.
In addition to helping federal workers, the grant is meant to address an issue in Maryland classrooms.
Like most jurisdictions, Montgomery County is facing a teacher shortage.
Montgomery College will put the $100,000 it's receiving toward the Alternative Certification for Effective Teachers, Feds to Eds program. The funding supporting the effort to transition people with professional experience into the classroom where students can benefit from that experience. Elrich seeing it as a win for displaced workers and children.
I know that people coming from federal agencies, nonprofits, and tech fields have a lot to offer. They understand systems, communication, and they understand real-world problem solving. And these skills can absolutely enrich the learning experience for our students.
Montgomery College says the funding will help support as many as 18 people who are looking to transition into full-time teaching. In Rockville, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Kevon there. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. And in Virginia, the race for governor is heating up. Both Democrat and Republican candidates are out with brand new campaign ads. Former Democrat Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger is running against Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, both using the new ads to talk about their backgrounds. Spanberger, a former CIA officer, portraying herself as a political moderate with law enforcement experience. Earl Sears talks about being a Marine and considers herself a political outsider. But one political science professor at the University of Virginia says both have a long way to go for voters to start to get to know them.
So their ads are what we call biospots. They're biographical. They fill people in on at least the positive aspects of their careers.
Now, these ads are set to run in heavy rotation where in the Richmond and Norfolk markets. Professor Larry Sabato, who we just heard, says that it's because those two regions are critical in determining Virginia's next governor. All right, happening now, the world is starting to descend on D.C. as the city will host the World Pride celebration. Many people supporting the LGBTQ plus community. It's the final week of festivities that just kicked off earlier tonight. DC News Now's Dave Laval was there for an event to celebrate it all. Dave, you're live near the U Street corridor on 14th Street. This is going to be quite the celebration.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now it seems like there's a bit of a celebration going on. Got large crowds gathered here, but they pale to the crowds that are going to gather next Saturday here for the World Pride Parade. What's going to make this different compared to recent years? The amount of people gathered on both sides of the street.
Happy Pride!
DC Mayor Muriel Bowser helps officially launch World Pride Saturday night at the Rubel Museum.
DC has long been a leader in the fight for LGBTQ rights in the world. We're proud to welcome the world to our city.
The district hosts the annual Pride Parade. For the first time, the city will host World Pride. DC's version draws massive crowds. Expect even larger ones over the next couple of weeks.
Between 2 to 3 million.
Ryan Boss heads the Capital Pride Alliance. He says those crowds will pay off in a big way for the district.
Capital Pride every year has an impact in this region of over $300 million. And we know that with World Pride, we're going to be over 600.
This will be just the second time World Pride has been held in the United States. People, including George Kerr, are waiting to show how the district celebrates.
And we all have our faith and our spirituality, and it's just important that we be able to be our authentic self.
2025 marks the 50th anniversary of Pride celebrations in the city. This year, the world will join in the festivities. The World Pride Parade starts next Saturday afternoon here at 2 p.m. And you can find a complete list of all of the activities at dcnewsnow.com. We're live in Northwest. Dave Lavelle, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Dave. Exciting stuff. Looking ahead, of course, millions of people expected to visit the district. It will cause some traffic headaches, too. Police sharing details for streets that they are shutting down for that parade and block party next Saturday. Check it out. This is the parade route going down 14th Street in Northwest from T Street to Pennsylvania Avenue. Roads nearby will see impacts. The block party, though, that'll be on 17th from P Street to Riggs Place. Road closures, they will start this Friday, June the 6th, through Saturday, June the 7th. For the full list of parking restrictions and those road closures, head to our website, dcnewsnow.com. Once you're there, search World Pride. You'll also find details for the festival on our website. Well, as Asian American Pacific Islander Month wraps up today, and despite the weather, there were folks celebrating out on the water. Nearly 4 dozen teams competed on the Potomac River in Georgetown today for the annual DC Drag Boat Festival. Fans lined the river to watch those races that were shortened because of the weather and strong currents too. Dragon boat racing is one of the fastest growing sports around the world. China leads the way with nearly 50 million participants. Well, the sport has attracted roughly 90,000 people in the U.S. and our friends to the north, Canada. Organizers say the event also promotes pride in the Taiwanese culture.
Dragon boat racing is actually a celebrated tradition in Taiwan. And, there are lots of races that go on Dragon Boat Festival, around Dragon Boat Festival in Taiwan. And it's one of the biggest holidays as well, traditionally.
A lot of gusto to get those things moving. This is the first time the races have taken place at the Georgetown waterfront. Coming up, plenty to cover, including a new cost of the trade war. It's confusion over tariffs with tax schemes targeting online shoppers. We're helping you stretch your dollar to avoid being cheated out of big bucks. Get ready to make a big splash, folks. How kids and lifeguards in Western Maryland and the district bracing for opening day for pool season. 9:13, a live look outside. You're watching DC News Now at 9 o'clock. Appreciate you being here. We'll be right back.